Hi there, it's Peter here, CEO and founder of ClearScope Solutions. Hey, have you been thinking about how you might get AI into your business? Doesn't really matter what type of business you are, there's a way that you can leverage AI to make your business more efficient, more enjoyable, more profitable. And you can start to leverage that right now. Okay. The AI world's an exciting world. There's a lot going on, and you need to get on board with it, because if you don't, you'll be left behind. There is no doubt about it. I've been in the technology sector for just on 40 years, and this is the biggest change to tech and business coupled together that I have ever seen. There is no doubt about it. You can reduce your costs by 90%. Okay. AI is now extremely capable to be replacing a lot of the work that's done by employees, and therefore you can use it to improve your level of customer service, reduce your wage bill, and just create a better business overall. So what I'm going to do in this demo is I'm going to be talking to you about our LogixOne Chat solution and how you can plug that into your business, like literally within a couple of hours, and be leveraging AI to be automatically responding to customer inquiries. So let's jump into that now and have a look. So let's look at the current issue that most businesses face with this sort of technology, right? Most businesses spend a lot of money on getting people to their website. It doesn't really matter if you're in the B2B game or you're in B2C, you're a retail supplier. You spend money getting people to your website. And what happens is they click on the links. You pay for Google Ads, Facebook advertising, SEO, all these types of things to direct people to your website, and then they get there. But the reality is, what do they do when they get there, right? They come to here. If we have a look at this Bunnings site, they get to the site and they'll either search or they've got some questions. So what do? They'll hit the chat with us button maybe, right? And then you're presented with this, right? Our team is available to chat via SMS. Well, really? I want to chat via the web. So now what I've got to do is I've got to start filling this information out. I've got a product inquiry. Can I order some timber, right? What is your postcode? 3217. 0419 324 798. Peter, thanks. You received an SMS confirming we've received your inquiry. While you wait, feel free to reply to our SMS. Okay. So I'm waiting. No, I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting for that. It says the same thing as what it does there. We will reply to your inquiry during our operating hours. Like, seriously, this is Bunnings, right? Firstly, they're forcing me down an SMS path, which I'm not comfortable about, because now they got my mobile number and now they're going to hamper me with SMS messages. So I'm not happy about that. Some people might be, but I'm not. All right, so that's Bunnings. Let's have a look at Ford. Ford doesn't even have one. Okay, so you can't chat with Ford. Here's another company, Radio Parts. Well, you've got to fill out a form. Okay. You name it, right? Here's another one that we were testing the other day, coffee company. You click this and you get, oh, sorry, there's no one available at the moment. We'll get back to you. Okay. This is very typical of organizations, and my guess is probably your firm right now. And the reason why is most of these things require a human to be watching and ready to answer for those. And unless you're a big organization that's got a bunch of people sitting there, your ability to respond to these things like that is going to be very challenging and very costly. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a solution that's AI powered, that's going to enable you within literally an hour to have automated response agent responding to inbound customer inquiries. So let's jump in and have a look at that right now. Okay, so welcome back. So What we're going to do now is talk about the solution, and then I'm going to show you an example of how it works, okay? I'm going to try and do this really quickly. Of course, if you want a live demo, happy to jump on a call and do that for you and talk about how you could implement this very quickly into your business and very cost effectively as well. But basically what we've got here, what you can see on the screen, this is what we call LogixOne Chat, and you can see it's embedded into Zoho CRM. So it's embedded directly into the CRM. So there's no leaving the CRM for another tool. You basically just click the LogixOne Chat module and here you are here. You'll notice at the top we've got this settings button here. And when I click that and I go to channels, we can connect multiple channels to the one CRM. So we can connect multiple WhatsApp numbers, multiple SMS numbers, and now we can connect your website using our web chat tool. Okay, so that makes it really, really flexible. So no matter how a customer wants to communicate with you via SMS, via WhatsApp, or via your website, they can do so. And LogixOne Chat with Aura AI can be responding directly to them like that. Okay, so here we go. There's all our channels. You can see that we can assign them to different users. We've got the ability to control which users can see it. All that sort of stuff, right, is there. But here I can add additional channels here. And then I'll jump into the Aura AI section. This is where you basically give the AI its job description. You're kind of telling the AI what it is and what it does, okay? So here we're instructing in the general persona rules, we're telling the AI what it is. You know, it's a friendly and professional automated customer services system from Bali Coffee, okay? So we're already giving it that branding. We can set things like how many SMS segments to send. We can tell it to only respond with an exact message that it has knowledge to, and I'll get into that later. We can tell it that it must request the customer or the sender's contact details, and a bunch of other sort of stuff that you can sort of configure in here. You can turn the AI off globally, or you can, if we jump back into here into the chat session, you can turn the AI off on a chat session by chat session. So that if you want the AI to stop responding to a particular customer, you can turn it off and then you can take over and just be manually responding to them. So you can see here, this is what we call the chat box. On the left-hand side, we've got all of our chat sessions. You can see we've got a lot of, this is our demo site. You can see we've got a lot of different web chats here. We've got WhatsApp messages and they're all basically in here. And when the tool knows who the chat message is from, then it can assign that to a CRM lead or contact, all right? So basically it's giving you that control. And then if you want, you can click that little button there and open up that lead or contact. Here's all the chat messages that I've had with Joshua through here over time. So it stores all that and it saves each one of those messages as a record inside the CRM. So you can go back to it later and check it out and run reporting on it, make sure that your salespeople are responding the way that you want them to. All right, so that's basically LogixOne Chat. There's a hell of a lot more to this. It can automate sending messages. It can send a message based on triggers and workflow rules, all that sort of cool stuff. But it does templates, but we're not going to talk about that at the moment. But even though I am. Now, the way that it works is that we have the chat session here. We're connected to your chat channels, but we also have this other module here, which is called the LogixOne knowledge base. Okay, so you can see that's here. And each one of these records represents your company, a part of your company's knowledge. Okay, so this is where you're building the AI's knowledge of how you want it to answer for your company. So we can upload things like your company policies and procedures. You know, what are your opening hours? Where are your offices? What are all the products that you sell? You can list them all in here very quickly and very easily, and then be answering questions from customers just like that. So this is almost like saying to, let's say you employed someone and you said, right, here's our company policy documents. Here's our product lists. Here's what each product does. Here's our ordering processes. Here's our warranty and returns processes. Mr. Employee or Mrs. Employee, I want you to learn all of that, okay? Well, that's going to take weeks, if not years, right, for someone to build that sort of knowledge up. What you can do is you can export it into a CSV file. If you've got it in documents, you've got it in your website, you might have it in all sorts of different places, your e-commerce system. You can export all of that into CSV file and use this button here to import it basically in one hit. And then what happens is all of this knowledge gets synced to your instance of Aura AI inside LogixOne Chat. And now the AI has your knowledge. It's not like ChatGPT, which is responding to questions based on the internet's knowledge. It's responding based on your company's knowledge, okay? So when someone asks a question of how do I book a sales rep or a sales demo, it responds with your booking URL. Or tell me about the coffee products that you have. It's going to respond with your products, your links to your products. It's not going to talk about anybody else's, right? So that's the big difference here. It's almost like creating your own instance of ChatGPT that's answering based on the knowledge for your company out of your CRM. All right. So that's kind of how it works pretty quickly. Let's jump now into a demo. Okay, so just to recap, we've spoken about the CRM and how it works, how it connects to the chat channels. And now what we're going to do is do a demo. So you can see here, I'm inside my WhatsApp for web. I could be on my mobile phone, but I'm just going to do it from my PC. And you can see that I've got Barley Coffee, which is our fictitious coffee company that we're going to use as our demonstration. So here I'm a customer, all right? So as a customer, I'm going to ask a question about coffee, right? I know about Barley Coffee. I've seen their WhatsApp number. I've scanned it as a QR code or something like that. And now I'm going to ask some questions, okay? So what's a good question to ask? Let's say I'm a cafe owner and I want to order some coffee from a supplier. So let's type in a question now. Now you notice that I'm not even trying to be grammatically correct, right? Give it a few seconds. Okay, so you can see here on the left-hand side, this is LogixOne Chat. You can see that message has come in and you can see that AI has already responded. So let's jump back into my WhatsApp and let's read that. Thanks for reaching out. I'd be happy to assist your coffee order. Could you please let me know how much coffee you're looking forward to order? Okay. So let's answer the question. I need to order probably 50 kilograms a week. All right, let's just let that message come in. Not delaying anything. It's all just taking its normal time. And bang, here's the answer now. Okay, so you can actually see it takes longer for WhatsApp to deliver the message than our AI to construct the message and respond to it. And you can see here that it's written a response. Thank you for your interest in ordering coffee. Since you're only looking for 50 kilograms a week, that total turnaround, which qualifies for our wholesale program. There you go. How does it know that? Because our knowledge base includes that knowledge, right? And that knowledge base is not hard to build. It's very easy actually to build. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, but it won't take you long. And once it's up and running, it's going to be responding like this, okay? So I can, here, what I can do is I can click that and turn that into a lead because the CRM hasn't seen that number before. But if the CRM had seen that number before, it will automatically know that it's from that particular contact because it will map through the mobile number. Okay. All right. Let's ask it something like, can I book a meeting with a sales rep? Just waiting. Here's the answer coming. Bang, there you go. Absolutely. If you'd like to book a meeting, and then it's included that URL for their meeting link, I can open that up and book a meeting. Okay, so you can see that it's aware, right? Now, another cool one is what types of coffee do you sell? Okay, we'll just let it answer that question. So you can see it actually takes a few seconds longer for WhatsApp to deliver the message than that AI to automatically respond and send it back. Okay. So there you go. I mean, look, you're talking about a 2 to 5 second delay. Most people are very much used to that. And if you're comparing it to some of the websites I've just shown you, then much better. Okay. Literally, you're having a conversation, live conversation with the customer then and there. Okay. So look, here's all the products that they sell. And if you had links in your products, it would include those links, and then the customer could click that and go to the product page on the website. All right, so really super powerful. All right, so that's on answering to and from WhatsApp. We can connect any WhatsApp number. Doesn't matter whether it's a personal WhatsApp, WhatsApp for business, or even a WhatsApp business API, which is another way of connecting your WhatsApp services to LogixOne Chat. All right, so that's WhatsApp. We can do the same thing with SMS, by the way, as well. But let me show you what we've just released, and that's our web chat. So I can jump into our website, and let's say I've landed directly on your website, normal typical looking website here, and I've got our chat with us button. I can click that, open up the chat, and now we have the chat open up. You can see we've been welcomed. You can see here that we've in this demo, we've defaulted the chat tool to open up to maximize the screen, but you can also have it open up as in a smaller window like you would typically see. You can see it also includes the organization name, logo, that sort of thing, and the status. So let's open it up like this and let's ask it the same questions or similar questions. Do I need to order a week? All right, so the message, you can hear that the message has been received into the CRM, and now we're just waiting. And there's the response straight back then, right, to the website. Okay, let's get another one. We need to get my coffee machine repaired. You can see my spelling's incorrect. Okay, there you go. Thanks for reaching out. We can definitely help you. The coffee machine repair, click here. All right, so you can see how powerful that is. Now, let's test its ability to translate. All right, so what I've done is I've quickly translated this English into Spanish. I'm going to jump back into the website. I'm going to paste that here, click enter. Let's see what happens. All right, so there you go. It's responded in Spanish, okay, with the links, but yet the knowledge base is in English. So if you're a global organization and you've got people asking inquiries, questions from you from all around the world, you can carry on a conversation in their native language. So that's really super powerful. All right, so very quickly, that's the demonstration of LogixOne Chat with Aura AI. It's a very powerful system. It enables you to be able to start using AI in your business today. Okay, so there you go. That's LogixOne Chat with Aura AI. Hopefully you got the idea that you can implement this into your business in less than a day. You can get it up and running. You can train it, get it started with some simple knowledge, get it answering responses, get responding to your customers more quickly than probably what you're doing right now. That video took me, I would say, probably an hour and a half to create. 3 o'clock Yeah, so just in an hour, and I still haven't heard back from Bunnings. Okay, so, this is just really like, if that was my business and I knew this was happening, I mean, they must spend millions of dollars getting people to their website, and yet they can't respond. It's almost like it's not, they're wasting their money. And for a very low cost, they too could be instantaneously responding to customer inquiries, giving them product recommendations, sending them product links, pricing, all that sort of stuff can be really done. Policies and procedures, it's all available. So look, enough with that. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions you want to demo for your own company, more than happy to do so. Reach out to us directly and we'll jump on a call and show you. Okay, thanks for watching.